They need to have, I don't know, Kamala and Bernie/AOC and Josh Shapiro and Gavin Newsom and a couple other people all play like Super Smash Brothers together or something, and whoever wins gets to decide the ideology of the party.
No, I think if we look at like big moments, I less agree about that it needs to be somebody who's all big and shiny like a celebrity like Trump was when he took over the party and decided the direction. But I do agree that it needs to be somebody who makes a lot of noise. Like we're talking about like a John Lewis in 1965 walking Edmund Pettus Bridge and doing his thing. You know, I think we need somebody who's going to stand for something big.
The Democratic Party, don't threaten that ideal. They'll run him.
Stop.
I know.
So,
sorry if that's offensive.
Yeah, that's not possible. But I think that we need somebody like this to really make a big stance and take a big stance. And that might be anti-Trump, or it might just be an entirely different campaign. Like we can't campaign on the idea that we are not Trump anymore, right? That worked in 2020. It did not work at all, failed miserably in 2024. And I don't think it's a strategy going forward. It's more about what are you bringing to the table and how are you connected to everyday average Americans who don't align with Republican values. And I think there are plenty of people out there that just felt lost by either party. You know, there's a lot of young voters out there, too, that just straight up stepped out of this election, like stayed back and said, none of this is for me. And even though Trump did a great job at capturing more of that young vote, I think that the rest of the young people are still out there and waiting to be spoken to, waiting to be interacted with and have a real dialogue, because these are the next leaders of our country. These are the next business owners, people that make decisions and going to continue to make the world go round.
Well, and they just weren't motivated to vote for Kamala. They were not moved by her in strong enough numbers. The idea that she was performing really well on TikTok and social media, and there were waves of young people supporting her, was media manufactured and in parts due to paying off influencers, as we later learned.
She did have the whole green, you know.
Yeah, but that was a fake. That was fake.